Chapter 6. The Road to Herzen Castle. Ah, Mr. Layton, so glad you could finally join us. With you here, we now have every suspect in the murder of Dr. Schrader gathered in this room. A few days ago, renowned archaeologist Dr. Andrew Schrader was found dead in his London home. His murderer is still at large, but look around you, he could very well be sitting next to the culprit. A suspect? Me? Utter nonsense. What reason could I possibly have to kill a man I don't even know? A bit slow on the uptake, eh? Mr. Brugger, every person in this room is after the Elysian box. That box ties each of you to our dead man. There's no doubt that one of you here did the deed. I'm sure putting this case together has been a triumph of police work, Inspector. So tell me, what facts have you unearthed in these last few days? Here, now watch closely, Mr. Layton. This is how we unravel mysteries at the Yard. You have my full attention, Inspector. Please hypothesize is a lie. I first learned of falsehoods through evidence obtained in the late Doctor's apartment. According to his notes, Schrader spent quite some time here in town researching the Elysian box. When I learned that he died shortly after returning home to London, everything became crystal clear. I believe our criminal first spotted the Doctor when he was inquiring about the Elysian box here in town. Spying a chance to obtain the coveted box, the fiend followed the Doctor to London and murdered him. Oh ho, now that's a deduction worthy of London's finest. So out of it then, who's our man? Hold your horses, I'm getting there. To summarise, the culprit must have been to Falston's before. What's more, this person must have also had the ability to travel freely between here and London. Now, as we all know, only those affiliated with Momentary Express have that ability. Now all eyes turn to Mr. Brugger, eh? Well, turn them back. Mr. Brugger stated he was in London conducting business that day, and his alibi checked out. What? But if it's not Mr. Brugger? That's right, our murderer stands before us, and his name is... Sammy Thunder. What? You gotta be kidding, man. I know Mr. Brugger ordered you to turn over every stone in this town to find the Elysian box. He worked you like a dog, and you resented that treatment. So you decided you'd beat him to the punch and make off with the precious box. This is an outrage. Samuel, what do you have to say for yourself? I'm being framed. You're out of your guard, man. Now I see why the box eluded me for so long. You've been holding out on me, Samuel. No, I haven't. I swear on my favourite leather trousers. Come on, Uncle. You know me. I'm a wild card, but I never do anything as crazy as that. You'll have plenty of time to make your excuses later. From your cell, that is. Now come along. So the conductor did it. I didn't think he had it in him, but at least we can all rest easy now. Professor, do you really think Sam could have committed such an awful crime? Well, we all have to go on. All we have to go on this is a single torn photograph recovered from the Doctor's apartment. Oh, so that's the Elysian box. Well, very fancy. I like the cute goat design on the top. Oh my. Flora? Thank you, Flora. I knew something didn't quite feel right, but thanks to you it's all come into focus. Really? Do tell, Professor.
Oh, come on, officer, man. My only crime is rockin', and rockin' ain't a crime. Yow! Let me go.
You come along quietly if you know what's good for you.
Just a moment, Inspector Shelby. I believe we've all committed a large and rather unfortunate oversight.
Can't you see I'm in the middle of something right now, Layton?
Where are you going with this, Professor?
No one here has ever seen the Elysian box that we've been looking for. The one and only piece of visual evidence we possess is this torn photograph.
And? Get to the point!
The point is this, Inspector. The only person who could know what the Elysian box looks like is the suspect you're after. And it is this person who must have stolen the box in the first place.
Yes, and I've got the slippery fellow right here.
Ow! Take it easy, officer!
Pipe down, you hooligan.
And watch the hair, will ya? Wow!
Sorry to disappoint, but he's not the culprit.
Score.
What? Stop talking in circles and get to the point, Layton. Who should be wearing the handcuffs?
Isn't it obvious? If the criminal does indeed reside in our midst, he or she would be the only one of us to see the Elysian box in person, which means the culprit. Must be you there.
What? Flora?
Inspector, look here.
That's the photo I dropped.
Indeed. This, for those who don't know, is a piece of evidence recovered by the inspector. It's a photo of the Elysian box, and I have every confidence that this shot depicts the real thing.
So, this little knick-knack here is what started the whole mess? Well, to be honest, it's a bit outlandish for my taste. What with the bizarre frog head on it.
Aha!
I see you've put the pieces together too, Luke. Inspector, the emblem decorating the top of this box depicts not a frog, but a goat.
A goat? Not by my eyes, it doesn't.
That's just it. This photograph is missing the piece containing the goat's eyes. In its current form, the image looks like a frog to most people, as was the case with you, Inspector. Flora, dear, I believe you said the design looked like a cute goat, did you not? Well, that clears things up nicely. If you say you saw a goat, that must mean you've seen the real Elysian box before. Who are you really?
Well played, Layton. I'm sure you're very proud of yourself for seeing through my disguise again.
Curse you, Layton! Curse you and that foppish hat of yours! Don Paolo! I beat you to a box, and given a little time I would have beaten you to cracking its secret. And of course the Herzen fortune would have been mine. But that ship has sailed now. So you're the one who had the Elysian box all along. Another brilliant deduction from Layton's apprentice. Clearly he's learned from the best, near here. But yes, you're right, little man. I stole off that old fool whilst he was snoozing on the floor. Geezer probably caught a cold sleeping on the ground like that. Not that I care one iota. Snoozing? But Dr. Schrader wouldn't sleep on the floor. Hey, wait a second. If you've been posing as Flora, then where's the real Flora? Oh, she's probably making very small crop circles in that old dropsing barn I left her in. Or maybe she's just sitting there fuming because you bumblers didn't even notice we switched places. But I must thank you two dolls for your help. You've given me more than enough information. The jig may be up, but the dance is far from over. I'm so close to unlocking the secret of the Elysian box. Now I need to maybe take this box to the... Hold it right there, you scoundrel! Yeah! I've got a lot of questions, and you will answer them once I've escorted you back to London. Where do you think you're going? Got you, you slippery devil. You meddlesome oaf! You have no idea just how slippery I can be. Ah! Don't just stand there, the worm's getting away. Yeah! Fool, did you really think a soft-bodied flatfoot like you yourself could catch me? So long, Layton. Yeah! Think you can give me the slip, eh? I'll catch you yet. Hey, wait for me, Inspector. Wow, look at the pair of them shake awake. I didn't think they had it in them. I must say, I never once suspected Don Paolo had been posing as Flora, and for so long. I just hope the real Flora is okay. We absolutely can't forget to pick her up on the way back to London. Please forget to pick her up, she's sort of useless. Of course we won't. But I'm sure Flora's having a grand old time playing with the cows. Another thing I can't get out of my head is what Don Paolo said about Dr. Schrader. The way he was talking, it didn't sound like he killed Dr. Schrader. If he didn't, who did? I think you're spot on there, Luke. Something else is responsible for the Doctor's death. Right now, our daily reason box is the key to learning what that something is. Then it looks like we've reached a dead end. If only Don Paolo hadn't run off with the... Professor, look! Wow, look at that! Don Paolo must have dropped it when he was running away from Inspector Chalmey. So this is it, the Elysian box. At last, the box. Inside sleeps the key to unlocking my family's fortune. I beg your pardon, sir? Mr. Layton, I'm going to ask you to hand over that box now. As the son of the late Duke Herzen, I am the rightful owner of that box. This box belongs to the Herzens? You hard of hearing, boy. Inside this box is the key to cracking the secret of the Herzen fortune. Seeing as how I share the bloodline, that box should pass into my hands and no one else's. Oh my, that does shake strings. I suppose we'll have to... The phone's going at the moment, so I'm just going to ignore it for now. Actually, I'll go and answer it. Let me just mute myself. Is this it? Have I unmuted? Just checking. I suppose we'll have to. Mr. Brugger, listen to yourself. You're no more entitled to that box than I am, or any other person in this room for that matter. You listen here, Porter. This is none of your business, so I suggest you keep your cake hole shut. No, I'm sorry, but I won't stand by and watch you claim that box as your own. If anyone has a rightful claim to that box, it's the current Duke of Falstance himself. Besides, I've heard about you. You turned your back on this town and left you for your own free will. In my book, your claim to the fortune was lost the day you walked out of Falstance. Oh, is that so? You've got some nerve, you know that? If what Grant says is true, I'm afraid I can't hand this box over to you in good conscience, sir. Hey, Anko, what do you say we give up on chasing this box? I'm sick of sneaking around all the time. Don't you dare tell me how to run my affairs, Samuel. I think you've forgotten who got you your job. I never even wanted to be a conductor in the first place. Plus, playing errand boy is getting old, man. It's more than a guy like me can take. Sammy Thunder wasn't born to work a 9 to 5 gig. Sammy Thunder was born to rock out. Hey, world, I'm climbing back on the rock train and riding it to the top. Yeah! Sammy, what are you babbling on about? Come back here at once. I'm sorry, Mr. Brugger, but I think I'll have to hold on to this box for the moment. Fine, do what you want. I hope that awful box curses all of you twice over. The The villain who made off with the Elysian box was none other than Don Powell, brilliant scientist and Professor Layton's self-proclaimed nemesis. To find riches associated with the antique, he disguised himself as Flora and tailed Layton and Luke. Ruger was searching for the Elysian box, which he believed contained clues regarding the vast Herzen family fortune. As a member of the Herzen family, he felt entitled to any family riches, though some people in Folsom strongly objected to his crimes. So it seems Don Powell wasn't responsible for the Doctor's death after all. Maybe it really was the Elysian box that killed him. Yes, it sounds like he was already on the floor by the time Don Powell arrived on the scene. Perhaps you're right, Luke. The box could very well contain a lethal element that killed the Doctor. Without opening the box ourselves, how can we be sure? Surely you don't mean... I do, Luke. We must open the box. It's the only way. Please just hold on a moment. Cartier? Is there any way I can convince you to let me have that box? It's of vital importance. Before I can do that, I would need to know more first. Why is this box so important to you? I'm sorry, it's not for me to say. But I must deliver that box to somebody important. I must. Who is this person? I can't tell you anymore, but once I'm done, I'm certain this awful curse will go away forever. The curse will end and everything will be over and done with, and here. Oh dear, what is it you're getting at? Help! Somebody! Anybody! Come quickly! Somebody else just got taken away to Herzen Castle. The vampire's going to suck his blood and then steal his soul. Why did it have to be him? Why? That guy had a heart of gold. What? No, that's impossible. Wait, Cartier, where are you running off to? She said we left in a hurry. Maybe all that vampire talk scared her off. You know what she was talking about, Professor? I could barely follow what she was saying. I'm as confounded as you are, Luke. But after our discussion, I am doubly sure that this box contains a greater secret. The path to understanding everything lies right before us. While potentially perilous, opening this box seems to be the only course of action left to us. Understood, Professor. Good. And let's take this to our room so we can open the box away from prying eyes. The Professor and Luke decide to head up to their hotel room.
Finally, the Elysian box.
Indeed, Luke.
Oh, God, look! No!
Huh?
The box is empty! And we're still alive!
Then it would seem my theory was correct.
What do you mean, Professor?
Puzzle sent to Granny Riddleton's shack all of these pages. We must head back into town and do a bit more asking around. I need to confirm my suspicions. The Professor and Luke decide to look around Folsom's for more information.